I guess we're back
What's up,
for
guys?
season 2. Hey guys, what's up? It's been a while.
What's up, guys? I like that we synchronized our wave.
We didn't mean to
That was
plan
not
that.
planned.
But yeah, my name is Jake. This is Alex. As you guys know or don't know, if you're first time watching or listening,
Thanks for tuning in to season 2.
Yeah, so take your best shot. We took a quick break without announcing it last time just because there was a lot going on with myself. I just needed to take a break, but
There's a lot going on with everyone at that point, so don't
That's
put it
right.
all on you.
hey man, I just felt bad like saying, make sure I'm recording this at 20 frames per second. It looks like it, so we're good.
recording?
We're good. See, like,
Looks
it's,
good.
dude,
Is it in focus?
it looks like it's in focus because all that red's like kind of
Can
like
you
on
guys tell us if it's in focus?
I mean, I'm sure they will. It's a manual lens. We'll hope that it works out. But yeah, man, a lot has happened
Yeah, so...
for the both of us in the 3 months basically that we took a break.
Yeah, I guess. It's
3 to
been
4
3
months. It's been a
We
while.
planned on coming back in October, and we missed it by a month, so...
Well, we missed it by only a few days.
Yeah, technically.
Technically, we just October was really busy for myself, so it was really tough to find time to like sit down with Alex, because at that time Alex was also busier during that time too. Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I guess, just want to do a quick,
recap of everything that happened.
introductory... I guess the highlights. Like, I set myself on fire.
Yeah. Oh, and that wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe a couple
2
weeks
weeks ago, yeah.
Jeez. So yeah, he was trying to film something, and then he called.
I wasn't filming. I was clearing. So I
Yeah, tell the
was
story,
basically
please.
just like cleaning some land up because I have a secondary property, and yeah, I just kind of caught myself on fire. Don't use gasoline. Nobody use gasoline to do fires anymore. I don't know. That's what I heard growing up. Like, I thought you were supposed to use gas. Definitely use gas. Definitely don't use gas.
If you use gas, don't use gasoline. At least use like kerosene oil.
Yeah.
Something
Well,
that
like,
won't combust so quickly.
The fire fell down, and so
Yeah.
it blew all the flame onto my body.
Which at that time you also had remnants of like gasoline on you too. So
Yeah, I went up like a Roman candle for about like a flash, like a split second, enough to
Holy
burn the shit out of my leg and eyebrow. I don't have eyebrows yet. I don't have this one back, so that's why I'm keep this hat low.
Hey,
Y'all
man,
can't make fun of
I'll
me.
be honest, man. I couldn't tell honestly when you were like, "Hey, you're capturing my bad side." When we went up to
Oh, I
Max
can tell.
Patch. Yeah, that's because it's you. You know, of course you're gonna tell, but me, I honestly didn't even notice it.
Yeah. So
Shit.
that was like the worst highlight.
What was the best
Let me
highlights?
start off with that. Best highlight. I don't know. I guess like getting my YouTube stuff off the ground because
Yeah.
that's all happened after we ended the podcast, basically.
Yeah, you started picking up ground. You started like talking and interacting more with like indie YouTubers, I guess you could say, like ones
Yeah.
that haven't hit 1 million yet or whatever.
Yeah, I think I had
know.
like 2 videos while the podcast was. Damn, I've
were
only
3.
got like 4 or 5 now, so I need to get back on that.
Shit. Well, like first of all, he I know before the podcast ended, we talked about this. We're gonna go back to it, but he entered into a competition with what? Hey Lila.
Oh,
whatever
you're
her
talking
name
about that competition.
Yeah, because I don't think we talked about that since the last podcast.
So it was.
We have a lot to catch up
Yeah,
on.
dude, we do. So I entered basically a weekend B-roll competition
Mm-hmm.
with or for a YouTuber named her name's Leela. Actually, it's spelled Lila.
Leela?
Yeah, it's Leela.
Oh, my bad.
No, I had to apologize too because I put up like an Instagram story and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Lila. And she's like, my name's Leela. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm a redneck and I don't know any better.
She just said, "I'm American. We sound different."
Pretty much what it was. I mean, she's from the UK, so.
Yes, which is really cool though. Like the fact that you've been able to interact more and you've been talking more to other YouTubers is I honestly think a big step for you personally because
Dude, Twitter's where it's at. Like, I hate Twitter and I still only use it like once a week pretty much, but it's I don't know, you get way more interaction I feel like from Twitter than like the fake people that are running their Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that.
Well, because like, all right, so Instagram and Facebook, they do nothing because it's the same company. They do nothing to weed out fake sexual, like bot profiles anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't care. Like it's not uncommon for me on a daily basis get like 2 or 3
Oh yeah, I get them every story I put up. I get some weird like
comments
yeah
with like hearts and then like
yeah
visit hx
yeah yeah
whatever dot
It's like
tv dot us dot scam or whatever.
yeah,
Fuck.
basically all the worst words combined.
Mommy milkers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a lot like that. Like,
mommymilkers.com /
put this rubber chicken in my back door. Heart emoji. Wieners for life.
I mean, theoretically, I guess that would sound cool to any bachelor, but we're both taken, and we're also not suckers for
Well, yeah, I mean,
for spam sex
yeah, I mean,
bots.
at the end of the day, it's a legit only spam. So
yeah, we don't want any of that. But anyways, yeah. So you've been interacting more and working a little bit more closely with other YouTubers. You've finally kind of went full time in, I guess, filmmaking for yourself now, because now you're working here and there jobs independently, but also working like on a contract base, but also like on a higher base for
yeah,
your work.
I mean, essentially, I guess you can call it like full time. I mean, I shoot videos for one company every single week. That doesn't fail. But I also manage their Facebook, and then I'm shooting I'm just like editing videos and then shooting like maybe a video a month for another company. But also managing their Facebook. So,
which is still pretty cool, because just the way that our field has obviously grown a lot, you know, from what you were doing to what you're doing now. You know, there's definitely growth and an evolution of what you were doing. Now that you've, I guess, had a little bit of time under your belt going at this full time, I guess you could say.
yeah.
How do you feel about yourself, just your daily living patterns? I know it can be stressful, like monetary wise. Like I said that really weird, monetarily wise.
Yeah.
You know, I understand it can be stressful at times, but do you feel like you feel a lot more uplifted and free instead of working an everyday like 7 to 5 job or whatever?
I definitely feel more free. I can agree with you there. I've caught myself at times, most of the time it's early, or if I'm just not feeling well, I'm just like, man, I don't want to do this stuff today, or like, I don't know. And in those moments, I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever said, because a year ago, I was begging to do stuff like this, and now I'm like bitching some mornings. So I've wiped that like kind of negativity out of my brain.
What's the saying? The grass is always greener.
Yeah, and then but there are also days where I feel like having a 9 to 5 job and that structure of that somehow made me more do more video wise.
Did it make you you feel like it drove you
Yeah,
harder?
because I knew I only had. It's like knowing that you only have 1 hour to go to the gym every day.
Right.
Versus if you don't have shit to do and you've got all these hours to go to the gym every day, then half the time you don't really do it because I don't know, you just do other things instead.
Yep. You just get lazy too. I find myself, I do that. I find myself just sitting there a lot of times, wasting 6 hours when I can just go out and be productive with my day, or do something maybe even do things that I'm supposed to do, like maintain my car.
It's weird,
and, clean the house
yeah,
and shit like that.
The more freedom you get, the less
you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, essentially, I guess that's kind of what it is. It's weird.
I understand that, and for me, partially why is because we're still we're not amateurs with what we do now, because I like to think that we've moved past to we're semi-pro.
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
We're
we're fucking Will Ferrell, the
Jackie
Tropic,
Moon.
whatever. Yeah.
Jackie Moon
Yeah,
and not Tropic Thunder, the Tropicals.
Yeah, it's
Let's
just
get
like
tropical.
that. It's just like that, man.
We're officially getting
there.
tropical.
Yeah. In the middle of winter, or starting to.
Yeah, if you can tell, we changed the set a little bit.
Yeah.
It's actually all CGI. We're just
green
sitting in
screen.
green screen.
This is a fake rock.
This is totally a fake rock.
Which I kind of remind myself to insert a fake rock knocking sound into it. So we're doom, 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 you know?
Yeah.
Get some Foley, just start doing that, knock on your cake.
We should just fake it like we're not out in the middle of the wilderness.
Shit. But yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, dude, I just want to change it up a little bit, because we changed the set twice, if not 3 times last season.
Yeah.
Because the first one was just a plain black background, right? And the movie posters. Then we changed it to like all those
All
comic
movie
books.
posters.
And then we changed it to my office, which
Yeah.
we thought was beneficial, but it wasn't. And then we took a break, and then this time, Alex had the great idea. Why don't we go hike somewhere? Because we both like hiking a lot, and just go to somewhere secluded that's not too cold yet, or the weather's not too shitty, and we could talk about it and go from there. Which is a great idea. So that's why today
It was like
we brought it back.
mobile podcast. So
Yeah, it's like, why not?
just chilling. We have this beautiful lake behind us, which you guys can't see because of all the trees.
Which we're at Panther Creek State Park in, I think, Morristown. So it's pretty chill. I mean, it's really not super cold, but it's beautiful. And like, this is a really cool place to just come and visit and like take pictures or get your hammock or hike. There's 30 different trails. I've
never been here before, so it's pretty cool.
My first time was this past Sunday, which was Halloween, which was pretty exciting. So you do anything for Halloween other than?
So actually, over the weekend, I shot my first I feel like my first real wedding.
You getting a phone call real quick?
Yeah, it's not important.
Okay. I didn't know if you want to, but all right. You had your wedding, your first, I guess, wedding.
Well, it was at a really big venue, and there was like, I don't know, it just seemed like my first official wedding, I guess.
Okay. And I know that's something that I kept telling you, like, between the breaks, the months that we took a break, I was telling him, you should really get into wedding videography.
Yeah, you need to touch on, like, all the stuff you've been doing. You haven't told us your worst highlight / best highlight yet.
So I guess, all right, so the main reason why we ended season 1 was because I myself was struggling with, like, kind of like some mental health shit. And I just didn't know what was going on with my life, and I just felt like I was struggling. And I got into this rut where I just was not making any artwork, not making any videos, not taking any pictures. And then, like, I don't know, after we stopped, like 2 to 3 weeks later, I felt like I started to work on myself a little bit more. And then from there, I ended up having like 7 weddings 1 month, and then like 2 music video shoots. And like, it's been fun. It's not where I want to be yet, but I'm slowly getting there. And honestly, man, like I keep telling you, I know you don't really enjoy weddings and stuff because they can be high pressure situations. They're not as
They're just
fun.
very hectic. They can be very hectic.
Yes.
The one I experienced over the weekend was pretty fun.
Yes, and that's the key, man, is just to have fun with them. Like, you're there to work, but at the same time, if you have fun with it and people love you, dude, it's so much fun, and it's really not as bad. And the other key takeaway I think I told you was, and this is for everybody else at home, if you're a video editor making like wedding videos, don't do the same shit that everybody else is doing out there, where it's just like slow, like, ethereal, like epic cinematic wedding music, and then like all of a sudden it's just them the whole time, and then the mountains, and then drone footage, and you know what I'm saying, like, because literally everybody does that. Like, I do that too, and there is still structure to mine, but I also like to tell a story with mine, but also make it into like a music video.
Yeah, you have like a really good way of showing like a highlight reel of a wedding.
Well, because, like, let's be real, most people's attention, even with this podcast, 9 out of 10 people may not even finish it, Yeah. There's always that 1 out of 10 that will finish it. And thank you to, what's your friend in Colorado?
Eric.
Thank you,
Eric. Always
Eric.
watching our videos.
Thank you, man.
My phone, that's fine.
Oh, you didn't crack it, though.
No,
Thank
I didn't
God.
crack it. Thank God.
Please put a screen protector
Yeah,
on
dude, I
that.
know.
Jeez. Anyways, this man finally got a new phone.
I got a new phone.
He's no longer on an iPhone 8.
Yeah, I
He's on the Pro.
I only got an iPhone 11 because they stopped making iPhones 8s. It's the only reason I got an upgrade. Because I turned my insurance in, and they're like, "Oh, we actually don't make that phone anymore." So,
hey, man,
you're welcome.
You got an 11 Pro for free, essentially.
Yeah,
which is pretty dope.
Pretty cool.
But dude, yeah, like, I don't know. All right, so like, I know I went through a rut, and for people who don't know, because they don't know, you went through like a short rut too.
Yeah, I mean, there were like 2 weeks that I just I didn't really have any projects coming in. I didn't I don't know, man, like I lost, like, I think I planned so much, and then they didn't really come to fruition.
Like, they all just kind of bailed out.
Yeah, and it put me in just like a weird headspace where I couldn't figure out how to get out of for like a week or two. So
what did you think helped you get out of that funk? So like other people who are at home, like who also go through like an artistic drought, can understand your process of what you did to kind of help get out of that.
Well, I mean, I do have to. I have my job, so I have to pick up a camera and work not every day, but like 3 days a week. I have to be behind a camera 3 days a week. And so I think it was really just a combination of like having to get my camera, having to edit videos, and I made like a goofy video for one of the companies I work for. And
Did you show me it?
Yeah, it was a Ghostbuster video.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, shout out to Crypto Comics. Rocky, we know you're watching. You're probably gonna give this man some shit. So go ahead and drop it in the comment.
Yeah. So I made like that, and I don't know. I think just like pressing through everything kind of helped me.
Kind of
I
like
can't think of anything else that was significant that helped me.
So what you're saying is you believe that you kind of just pushing yourself through that wall, that block, just kind of forcing yourself to kind of constantly create art helped you.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have a choice. I mean, I had to do those videos for other people. So, I mean, I think I got kind of in a rut and like depressive because I haven't picked up the YouTube thing again. And like, it's been like probably 6 weeks since I made a YouTube video.
So to clarify, not videos that you've made for other people, but videos for yourself is what you're talking about.
Yeah,
you struggle at. Okay, just to clarify, so for people who are listening or watching can understand a little better of what your situation was.
Yeah, so I definitely get weird when I feel like I can't, or when I feel like I haven't created something for myself, or like when I feel like I don't have time to make things for myself. I definitely get in a weird headspace, and also like money. Money's been a pretty big issue.
Yep.
Because, like you said, I don't have like a regular job anymore. Or I don't have a steady paycheck. I mean, I have like part-time steady paycheck money, but
it's nothing like that's like what it used to be. Like it used to be like $15 to like $3,000 every 2 weeks.
Now it's like,
it's more like
do I buy like groceries this week or do I pay bills?
Yeah, which it's more like you're living a waiter lifestyle. Shout out to wait staff in the service industry too, by the way. So, you guys make the world go round.
That's a big. I mean that weighs heavy on anybody's mind if you feel like you don't have any money coming in and stuff. So that could put anybody in a bad mood.
Oh yeah, and I think partially that's another reason why I kind of went through the same thing, is because money is it's always a factor, and like as much as we hate it, it is just because of all the bills that we have to do. Like I love it when people come to us, and I'm sure you love it too. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but when people come to myself or to you and like we give them a price quote, there's a reason why we quote people on the things that we do. It's not because we think we're the shit or we're amazing. It's mainly because of our equipment, just so that we can pay it off, get more equipment to better ourselves.
And pay yourself a little bit,
so you can actually live and eat. And that's a lot of things people forget about. It's like, when you're driving, like for instance, you had the wedding this past weekend. He drove 4 hours there and then 4 hours back. He actually was planning on to do it for free. I hope that's okay for me to divulge to them. But like he planned on doing that for free, and I was just like, man, that's crazy. I mean, granted, they did pay him, which was good, which was great.
At the end of the day, they did pay.
But he wasn't expecting that. But at the same time, it's like people don't understand when we're driving our cars, we're burning gas, but we also have to worry about maintenance of our vehicles, from like transmission fluid to tires to brakes, everything,
oil
and
changes.
Then to our equipment. Like myself, I'm not at the level yet to where I'm comfortable to afford insurance for my gear. Which I'm sure you're the same way. Which you had an incident. Do you want to talk about that too? Did we talk about that on the last podcast?
Know.
Well, I guess we can like do a recap. Real quick.
My stuff got ran over. Like my camera bag got ran over by a client. My entire camera bag. It ruined one camera, one lens, and my brand new drone, which I still haven't got back yet. I just haven't paid for it yet.
Shit, which is crazy, man, because like you had just dropped almost $2,000 on that.
Yeah, I'd had that for like 3 weeks, I think.
At least it's better than my 1 week. Which, as you guys know, my first drone, I only had less than a week, not even a full week yet. It was only 6 days, and I flew that sucker straight into the bottom of the lake.
So how you managed to do that?
I forgot to turn the safety features back on, and the signal cut out, and the next thing I noticed, brown water, bloop, and then the camera stuck out. It was awful, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anyways, but yeah, like I just wanted to talk base because like I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to talk about. Sorry, let me bring this all back because I know this is confusing.
Bring it
But
around town.
you're where you went through that strut, what you did. So you basically push yourself through it as much as you can, even if it was kind of painstaking.
I think it was that, and then I got I had a couple people reach out and be like that owed me money. I think basically like my money issues kind of got solved, and so
you're
that
depressive
also helped me. Like, yeah.
Do you think that money is kind of the reason why you kind of went into that creative strut?
I mean, it definitely didn't help.
Okay.
Like, if you're struggling, then...
So let me ask you this then, because this is interesting now that you've gone a little more full time, you understand where, not really where I'm coming from, but as to why I say the things that I say about like creating videos for myself is a lot harder than it is creating for clients, because I get happier when I work for clients and other people instead of working on my own stuff, because I feel like I'd be way too critical. I would think too much, and on top of that, money's always an issue.
Yeah.
So like when I'm creating other content for other people, I feel like hell yes, I can make cool shit for these people.
Strange.
But I'm getting paid for it too, because
Yeah.
they're paying me to make them content. You know, which I think is a great feeling. And my endorphins, whoosh, like fucking blow up.
That's weird because...
Do you feel like you're slowly switching to that?
No, I don't feel that way. I mean, because I would much rather make something for myself than make something for others. And that's just because, like, you have all the creative freedom.
Well, I also just don't like the way I look either in front of the camera.
I mean, I don't
So
either,
that's a
but-
reason why. But since then, I have lost at least 27 pounds since the last time I was on the camera, which was 3 to 4 months ago
Everybody,
at this point. So
round of applause.
I'm not as
Losing weight-
obese.
Losing weight's always
I don't
good.
snore as much. The sleep apnea is still there, but whatever. I can't. But whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know why. I find more enjoyment working for other people, like making videos for them. And I don't know if that just means I just need to become like a director of photography or something like that, and or something.
Yeah.
But like, I just enjoy that more. Just trying to picture and figure out how we're gonna film it and how it looks, more so than the actual filming and the editing, which I love editing too. But
Yeah, I like editing.
I just enjoy just like getting those cool shots
Yeah.
all the time, you know? And that's why I like weddings, because I get paid for it. I do okay at them and people like them and I get paid for it. But each one that comes out, I personally think gets better and better every time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you see the same thing with your work too. And
Yeah.
I have seen that. Like what shit? There's a video that you worked on recently that you went back because you went from Canon to Sony, and then you went back to edit some of the footage, and it was on Canon. And you're like, man, this is just hot dookie.
Well, I can't blame it all on Canon. I can't say Canon and Sony.
No. That's not what I'm trying to say either. And that's not what I'm saying.
Older camera.
I'm just saying, like, your quality of
But
work
yeah,
has
for
gotten
sure.
so much better.
I looked at that stuff and I'm like, oh, this is absolutely trash. Cool. Now I get to have to make this because it's for somebody.
But at the same time, don't you think it's kind of refreshing to see what your work was, even in a short amount of time? Because that was towards the beginning of summer, right?
Yeah.
To now, and you're like, damn, I'm a lot better than I was.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got, camera equipment upgraded and stuff like that, so that's definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, looking back on some of that older stuff, I'm like, oh man, this is terrible. Straight terrible.
But no, that's the whole point though, is so that you can see where you come from. So then, like, in the next year, or at the end of the year,
That's why we've got 87,000 hard drives to keep everything on.
Shut up! Don't make fun of me. All right?
How many you on?
Don't make
6?
fun of me.
You on 6 already?
Okay, so I have 2 5 terabyte hard drives full for this year alone, and we're not even done yet.
Yeah.
And I just bought a new one, another 5 terabyte. I have a 4 terabyte that's full, and then I have like this lacy like shockproof one.
Do you keep anything on your computer though?
I only edit the main footage on my computer, and then I transfer
And you immediately take it off.
Yep. Because with my hard drive on my laptop, it's a solid state NVMe drive, so the processing is a lot faster than it would be reading it from a hard drive through USB 3.0, because there's a data cap.
Yeah.
Like with USB 3.0, I think it's like up to 500 megabytes, where like with I hear. Sorry.
Is
The
that-
reason why I turned is
Is
because
that
I hear.
geese or
It sounds like
talking or
geese
dogs
or
barking?
It sounds like geese or dogs barking.
Yeah.
It honestly sounds like dogs barking. I don't know if he'll pick it up, but whatever. But shit, what was
We
I
are in
talking
the
about?
wilderness. This is actually not a green screen.
See,
just
hardcore hits.
hardcore. Dude, is that what you do if you're in a wheelchair? Is that how you dance if you're in a
Damn.
wheelchair?
No, I'm sure like they. I'm not gonna get into this.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't.
I'm really not gonna get into this. Cut. Boop.
Back to hard drive talk.
Hard drive talk. But yeah, jeez, that's such a weird segue.
Wheelchairs to hard drives.
But yes. From hard drives to wheelchairs to hard drives. What the fuck?
It's
But
a new rap album of 2021.
Jesus. All
Hard
right.
drives.
Anyways.
Hard drives to wheelchairs.
But yeah, my NVMe is a lot faster. It can read up to like 2,000.
I need to get more organized. Like, I mean, I'm sure
It comes with time, man.
that I'll probably have like at least 4 hard drive. 4. I don't know. I've got a couple filled up.
Oh, you have
Not that many. Not 6.
So even though you're kind of giving me shit for having a lot, you
Well,
have your
so,
own.
like-
So
I'm giving you shit, but now that I think about it, like I still have everything, but all my stuff is on like in my computer, which I have like 3 hard drives in my computer. So
Which are how big each?
oh god, I don't know.
Which I do recommend taking them off of the needlepoint hard drives and putting them on the solid state because needlepoint hard drives suck. I feel like after like 7 years, they just automatically go bad for no
We're
reason.
just like we're done,
Cool.
Yeah.
And you hear that clicking and just like, oh.
dude. I literally just bought one the other day for the company I'm working for because I told them I was like, hey, you're gonna need a better computer and you need a hard drive so I can put all your stuff on instead of using my own stuff. And we bought one and literally I transferred, I don't know, a couple folders over, and the next day it sounded like it sounded like a stopwatch or a pocket watch, and it was just dead. Yeah, you could hear it. You could literally hear it.
Click, yeah.
So
It's the worst.
Trash.
Oh, dude, it's the worst feeling to hear that because then you're like, cool. All my work that I've
everything is
done
gone.
for the I remember when I was still focusing on graphic design, I remember being 17 and having all my artwork up to the age of 24, and then the hard drive failed. And I lost all that previous work that I had, which I was
Dang.
super proud of because at the time I was still like getting better and better. And I was
Yeah.
I thought I was at my best at that time, and I lost it all, and then that discouraged me. And then having to rebuild your portfolio again is nice and it's refreshing, but it's also it sucks.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I had that happen on one of my classes. I'd not like all my artwork for years, but definitely one of my classes, like the SD card or something failed or whatever. So
And it's a miserable feeling whenever
sucks.
like all that hard work that you put in, the hours that you put in. It's mainly the amount of time that you spent to not have that raw file. It just sucks. So you
Yeah.
can't use it. And like same thing, like the reason why I keep it, like my girlfriend asked me, why do I keep all the old footage? And I said, maybe I want to use something to go back at and reference what I did with how I shot it.
Yeah.
But also if I ever want to make like another sizzle reel, which
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a second too. Like I just want to be able to have that so I can look back at it.
Yeah, I
and then be
definitely
like,
haven't trashed. I don't think I've trashed really anything the past couple of months, but I just need to get externals to put it all on.
Yeah, just to have a backup for it and just to put it away so that the hard drive is still good even years
Yeah.
later. But yeah, sizzle reels, man. Like, how do you feel about them?
I've not made one. I attempted to make one before I switched computers.
From the laptop to the desktop.
Yeah, from the laptop to the computer I built.
Mhm.
I mean, I know that at one point a couple months ago, I was going to apply for an actual media like outlet in our area, and they definitely asked for one.
But did you ever hear back?
I never made one.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a sizzle report.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if like jobs like that are what you're seeking out, like actual production companies and stuff like that, then I'd say you'd kind of need one at this point.
Like, you won't even like. Do you think you won't like? Sorry, let me restart that again. Would you make one even if you don't have to have one, just so that clients and other people
Yeah.
can see your stuff?
Yes. When I feel like that I have a good, well-rounded stock of video footage.
Like of all the content you made?
Yeah,
Okay.
then yeah, I'll definitely make one. But right now, I mean, I'm just shooting the same kind of deal for the companies I work for, I'm shooting the same kind of stuff every week.
But like,
Which I can use a little bit of it.
But what about like the music videos you've done too? Like
I haven't shot a music video.
You're about to release one with Travis, his Ocean Avenue cover, right? Which is that out yet or not yet?
It's not yet. It's coming out this week sometime.
Just so you guys know, keep an eye out. What's
Ocean Avenue, Weeping Cosmonaut on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff.
on YouTube as well, so they can see the actual video that you made for him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm starting to build up stock.
Like a portfolio, basically, of each thing.
Because I wouldn't want to make a Sizzle reel and it just look like YouTube shit that I've filmed and stuff. I mean, I want like a good 45 seconds of a wedding that I shot that I feel like is like the best of my ability, and like a good like
the
45 seconds a minute of
stuff.
like corporate stuff that I feel like is the best. If I'm gonna do a Sizzle reel, I want it to be a wide variety of,
instead of just one avenue.
like, yeah. So
okay. And I know you said you're gonna start working on some more other like YouTube videos. Like you just haven't really had the time yet, and where it's getting colder, it's a little bit harder to film outside.
It's definitely gonna make it a little tough.
Mm-hmm. So what's the next, I guess, big project for you, if any?
Next big project. Well,
it could be either for yourself or for somebody hired you.
Big project for sure would be John Davis and I wrote a fight scene, like a Scott Pilgrim / zombie thing that I still want to do. It was supposed to be done by Halloween. That just kind of fell through because I hit that like 2-week rut that I just didn't accomplish anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the month of October. So that is probably my next like big project that I want to complete. As far as that, up until that point, just get YouTube rolling again.
Okay, awesome, man. Like, well, it's always good to catch up and like try to talk about that because like I know this is our first episode back for the second
Which is
season.
cool because it's literally the beginning of November. So
yep, it's the second or third.
Second. Tomorrow's the third, I think.
I can't remember. Anyways, we'll know when we post
It's day 2 or 3 of November.
Yes, which as you guys noticed, the sun has been going down, so we probably have gotten a little bit darker since then.
Hopefully not.
I'm sure it will because it says +3 instead of 1.7.
Hey guys, we're dark now. Dark mode on.
Yeah. So we'll probably call it there, but I just want to I guess tell people we're back.
We're back. I feel like you should tell people what your upcoming projects you're working on.
So.
And then we can wrap.
Shit, I guess we could do that. I just hate talking about myself because I feel like I'm boring
dude,
sometimes.
But you
man.
like have to talk about yourself sometimes. You just can't make me talk the entire time.
Man, it's kind of like a talk show. Like I'm the
just
talk
like
show
you're the host.
kind of. I'm like, hey man,
No,
just tell me
dude.
everything you've been doing.
You're half the picture on our Spotify thing.
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
true.
talk.
That's true. I just like to think that I'm the heavy lifter for like the camera gear and shit like that. That's it.
All right, what you got going?
Man, honestly this month I don't really have a whole lot going on. I think I have like maybe 1 or 2 weddings. This Saturday I have to shoot like a live music video.
Well, you're also starting to make those pictures too.
Yes, I'm slowly getting back into like photo manipulation, graphic design again. Because
which you're like leaps and bounds ahead of where I was when I was doing graphic design.
But then
I'm a little envious. I'm not.
But
gonna
dude,
lie.
we're also like 35. Well, I'm 35 now, and you're what? Like what?
32.
Yeah, I have a little bit more time, and like you had, dude, your drawing abilities is fucking insane. Okay,
I lost all that. I haven't drawn anything in like months.
He's lying.
It's
He still
already
has
gone.
the skill. He still has the skill.
Gone.
He's lying.
Gone forever.
I still have one of those little prints he's made of Miles Morales.
Those
So
yeah.
and I still have it hung up, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Shut up. Those photos you've been taking, or like the graphic design stuff you have been cranking out has been like really cool.
Man, I've been just trying to think differently, just like kind of like I guess along the same side of like my photo side. Like a lot of my photos, which not as of late, you were super dark, really contrasty, and kind of like that's how some of my photo manipulations are like now because I feel like that helps describe mood a little bit better than just photos. And my photos have gotten exponentially better. Sorry, excuse me. Since I started taking them because they used to be super dark and contrasting.
I just feel like whenever you just like full on go creative mode, you come up with some badass shit. So.
Dude, I don't even know where it comes from half the time.
Dude, like the hands thing is super cool that you just released. I don't know if maybe you can tag people in the Facebook or something like that so they can see it.
Maybe we'll see. And then like it's just like two hands. It's literally the same hand, just flipped over.
And
like
then
this.
like we went and shot some night photography the other day, and the photos we got from that are badass.
Photography.
Yeah, when we went on the
Oh
streets.
shit, the Knoxville, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you're the biggest reason why I've been kind of taking like I guess kind of some inspiration to get out because you know me, I'm more of a hermit. I like to stay alone and like
You are a hermit.
and my mental battery is just not as strong as others, man.
You should
It's
change
just
your Instagram handle to Hermit Ninja.
Hermit Ninja, dude. Speaking of which, I've been thinking. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm thinking about branching off my main company, Cross Knives Media, and starting another one, which I don't know if we talked about this, for just like weddings and photos because Cross Knives, just the name itself is a little aggressive, and I agree now over time now after I've done weddings and stuff, because who in a wedding wants to hire Cross Knives?
I mean,
that just sounds like.
Cross Knives doesn't sound. I don't think it sounds threatening.
But it's it's not on the wedding side of things.
I mean, no.
So I
Hermit
thought,
Ninja weddings.
shit, no, I got one better.
What's
I
that?
got one better.
Are you gonna release the name on this episode?
Yeah, I'll tell everybody.
Okay.
Because I'll probably hopefully make the page and nobody takes the name by then. But since my background is Korean, you know, as a creator, and I got my first love when I went to Korea for 2 weeks. I thought about why not just start a company called Seoul, like the capital Korea, and they call it Visions.
Like
Or
SOL?
Seoul, yes, SEOUL.
Oh, okay.
And then Vision. So like the logo would be like the Korean flag, kind of like all crazy, and then like it could be like the eyeball or some shit. Or I don't know. I haven't gone that
You lost
far.
me at like crazy eyeballs because
So
I feel
maybe
like-
the logo could be like an eye, and then like in the pupil, it's like watercolor kind of works like splatter, kind of like going in different directions with the Korean like colors of like the yin yang with like the flag symbols maybe or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I just literally bullshitted just now for the logo idea, but
That's
I
what it's
thought
gonna
about something calling it Soul Vision just because.
it's not a bad name.
No, and plus it sounds like, you know, weddings, you're binding your soul to another person, so like people are gonna be like, oh, like a soul? Like I'm like, nah, like Korea.
Like Korea.
People are like, are you from Korea? I'm like, nah, I was born in New York, but I am Korean. So people would be like, why do you call it Soul Vision if you're not based
like,
out of Korea?
Just keep Cross Knives, dumbass.
And I'll just be like, all right, you guys are right. You guys are right. I'm still gonna keep Cross Knives.
Yeah.
I'm keeping Cross Knives because that's more for like my industry stuff, like
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like my music videos and my like advertisement stuff and corporate stuff. Where the other side would just be like purely weddings and photos, maybe for like
Cute stuff.
for just like
Cute stuff.
like
I got you.
mommy and daddy
Yeah, I got
photos
you.
with the baby, maternity shoots, stuff like that. More I guess on the more
Family-oriented?
family, yeah, the less bloody yelling, screaming,
Less
which-
pouring blood on children.
yeah,
music
because a
videos.
lot of that is in there too. So it's
Yeah.
like you have weddings, and then you have somebody getting like sacrificed on an altar table or something, or burning. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, like I can't really mix it too. So I feel like that's kind of what's been holding me back from getting more clients.
I mean, that's definitely a thing. I wouldn't really have thought about it, and
That's because
but
you
I
know,
mean, yeah, you
with
could
Film
be right.
Pilot, you know, that sounds a lot better than Cross Knives.
Just safer.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, yo, is this person like an aggressive person? So that's the thing is people who don't know me.
You should just show up to all your photo shoots with knobs on you, like a ninja.
Who the fuck? Okay, I was
like
gonna say
shuriken.
Shadow
Swear-
Storm. Just a Shadow Storm
Just
from now on.
wear
Just be like,
a samurai sword and a shuriken belt to
This is-
every single photo shoot.
I look like a ninja now.
You kind of do look like a ninja, dude. I mean, you could easily replace anybody that was in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Right
probably.
now.
Like, probably just put the mask on so nobody can see my ugly face. Just put just like this.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I think we got
Alright.
some stuff to do. It is
Later,
We've been at
guys.
it for like 45 minutes.
That's good enough. So thank you guys. We are back.
Season 2, episode
So-
1 wrapped.
so
in the
we'll-
middle of the woods.
Maybe we'll see more of us in the forest. If not, we might have some more episodes with other people joining us too.
For sure gonna have that.
I don't know if it'll be as frequent as it used to be, where we try to do it like once every week, I believe. So it's probably not going to be on that pace. We still haven't really talked about it, of course.
We just made ourselves get out and do it today.
Yes,
so
because
we'll
we thought-
figure out the.
well, because
figure
we
out the-
honestly, I missed it. I know you missed it.
Yeah.
And actually, you guys love our favorite quipper, because he in the first 2 episodes or something like that, he corrected me
That's
on
funny.
that. Mr. Good old John Davis.
He'll be back.
He'll be back every
we
so
should get him
often.
a shirt that says Quipper now, though. I feel like he has to wear that like a uniform.
Sarcasm? You mean quipper.
Quipper. Fucking quipper.
Anyways, see you later, guys.
See you guys.